They parted ways on good terms at Sunday's married at first sight commitment ceremony after realizing they were better off friends. And the banter continued for old Perkins and Samantha Moitzi on Monday when they were interviewed together on Channel 9's Today Show. Ol, 25, joined hosts Karl Stefanovic and Allison Langdon in the Sydney studio while Samantha, 27, spoke via satellite from the Gold Coast. She said what? The banter continued for friendly MAFS exes Ol Perkins and Samantha Moitzi on Monday when they were interviewed together on Channel 9's Today Show. The exes agreed they'd ended things properly after deciding to stay in the experiment for one more week. And Ol said he'd learned a lot about himself, specifically how he needs to be more mature when it comes to relationships. Karl said he couldn't believe things didn't work out for the genetically blessed pair, then asked Samantha if her husband was perhaps a bit up himself. Instead of shutting down the suggestion straight away, the fashion brand manager hesitated for a few seconds, which Ol interpreted as her agreeing with Karl. The setup. Host Karl Stefanovic said he couldn't believe things didn't work out for the genetically blessed pair, then asked Samantha if her husband was perhaps a bit up himself. No, she said after a pause, as the guests and hosts burst into laughter. Samantha eventually conceded she'd asked for someone confident, which she certainly got in Ol, before nodding awkwardly until Ol ended the silence. And that's it, he laughed, clearly not taking offense. Samantha added that Ol means well and is a kind person at heart, even if they weren't a good match romantically. The silence is deafening. Instead of shutting down the suggestion straight away, the fashion brand manager hesitated for a few seconds, which Ol interpreted as her agreeing with Karl. The couple called it quits at Sunday's commitment ceremony, with both of them voting to leave after a week of soul-searching. Ol had made one last-ditch attempt to make Samantha fall for him before coming to accept she only saw him as a friend. She had criticized him repeatedly earlier in the season for his lack of maturity, at one stage even calling the Bondi-based carpenter an entitled, privileged boy.